Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today is a very exciting day. We're finally getting the Eibachs installed on the RHO. I've been waiting a long time for this. Normally when we do our lifts on our vehicles, we do lift first and then we do wheels and tires. With the RHO, we did it a little bit backwards, just because I was so passionate about getting 37s on this truck. And the fact that they fit is pretty freaking cool. But now we're getting the Eibachs installed today. For now, I'm sticking with the 1.6 in the front and then 1.5 in the rear. I think that will still give us a little bit of factory rake. Generally, I have a lot of weight in the back of the bed. I'm always carrying things around. Sometimes I'll carry a couple bikes, so 1,000 pounds easy. I always have my off-road jack with me. This is about 100 pounds, plus the tonneau cover and just ratchet straps and a bunch of gear. Generally, there's, on average, 200, 300 pounds in the back of the bed on a regular basis, so I did not want any squat in the truck. So let me flash some pictures up of some people running the full Eibachs Pro lift kit with the 2.7 in the front and then the 1.5 in the rear. And don't get me wrong, it looks badass. It looks so good like that. But if you notice, it's almost like a perfectly level truck. So the way these springs run on these trucks, even with the Eibachs, they're generally a softer spring because it's an off-road truck. It has to handle the high-speed bumps. So the shock should give a little. So with that, anytime you put any weight in the back, you're gonna get some squat. The suspension is gonna compress a bit. And I don't know, I just cannot stand rear squat. Anytime the back is lower than the front, that look just drives me crazy. And for my purposes, I generally have around 300 to 500 pounds on a regular basis on the back of the bed. So to play it safe, I still wanted a little bit of factory rake. So that's why I went with 1.6, 1.5. What I'm gonna do now is just take some initial measurements, got some painter's tape right here, and we'll just write those numbers down so we can compare after everything's all said and done. All right, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. All right, so let's see. So from the floor to the bottom of the fender well, right at 41 inches. The rear looks like we're exactly at 42 inches, so about an inch of rake from the factory. The truck is a little dirty, so excuse the dirt. Okay, so 41 in the front, 42 in the rear. We took the other side as well. Then real quick, guys, we'll do a max height of the truck because we removed that shark fin antenna, which took off about 2.5 inches or so from the total height of the truck, which is kind of a game changer when you're parking in parking garages. Someone commented on my last video, if you're commuting to the city, why'd you buy an off-road truck? And the answer to that is simple. Life is too short to drive boring vehicles, so that's why. I think the guy even suggested sports cars, but you know, for my lifestyle, we just have way too much gear to rock any kind of sports car. All right, guys, we are at the highest point of the roof. All right, guys, from the ground to the bottom edge of that level, looks like we are exactly at 80.25 inch. Yep, 80.25. Pulling up to Auburn Car Repair and Off-Road here. Alright guys, tight squeeze. So one last look at the truck in her stock form. I can't get you guys a good side profile shot, but just check out my earlier videos when we installed the 37s on the truck at Discount Tire. That will be your before shot. Maybe I'll stitch together some shots of that video. But we're at Auburn Car Repair and Off-Road. All right, let's go ahead and check in, and then we'll call an Uber, take off, and then we'll come back when it's all done. All right, guys, I just got the lift done. Here you go. Went with the typical 14-inch lift on on 42s. That's insane. Alright guys, just got the call that the truck is done. Just called an Uber. Should be here any second. It's our Uber. Sorry about that. Oh, no worries, all good. A lot of school buses out there right now. Alright guys, just got to Auburn Car Repair and Off-Road, and I could not be happier with the turnout. You guys gotta see this. So, here we go. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, Ram RHO on Eibachs, 1.6 in the front, 1.5 in the rear. You know, at first I was a little hesitant on going with the 1.6. I just thought it wouldn't look as good as the 2.7. but I could not be any more wrong. This looks absolutely amazing. You guys, like, are you guys seeing this? This looks so damn good. It looks pretty much leveled. We do got a good amount of weight in the back because the stock springs are in there. I asked them to keep the stock springs just in case I ever sell this rig, and chances are I will in the next year or so. I'm really waiting to see what the new Raptors look like. Waiting for that redesign, but apparently I was reading some articles and Ford wasn't going to go through a major refresh until 2028, so that's going to be a long wait. But I wasn't going to wait that long for the new rig. But this thing looks so freaking good. I have to. Thanks, John. That's John. That's the guy behind the scenes. So yeah, you too, John. Thank you. So man, this looks so freaking good. Oh my gosh! I'll give you guys a walk around like from the back over here, so you guys can see it. I'll pull over to an empty parking lot. They gotta shut the gates here pretty soon, but from the back, oh man, it looks so good. Check out this like wheel clearance from the sides. God, that looks so good. Okay, so we'll pull over to a parking lot. They gotta shut the gates here pretty soon. I'm gonna take some new measurements for you guys, and we'll do a straight on shot real quick. Oh, it just looks so mean, so badass. I love it. There's still a little bit of rake, which is good, because I'm always towing. Like I said before, I'm always carrying like 1,000 pounds in the bed. We got motorcycles, we're towing toys constantly, so there's still a little bit of rake, so we won't be nose high, but it just looks so good. All right, guys, let me pull into a parking lot, and then I'll give you guys some measurements here. All right, guys, we're running a little late. Looks like another car. What is it with car accidents and people these days? What the freak, man? I gotta go pick up the dog. I just dropped the dog off at the groomers, so I'm a little late. They close at 5. So I'm gonna give you guys my first impressions of the ride, of how the Eibachs feel compared to stock. And then we'll get out and we'll do some measurements later. How does it feel? We got an alignment done. Anytime you modify a suspension, you're gonna wanna do an alignment. So we got an alignment done on the RHO. It's probably my 5th rig I had them lift. Auburn Car Repair and Off-Road. I've taken many rigs of them. And every time I leave, I'm always smiling, I'm always happy. They always do a professional job. So if you need any lifts or off-road stuff, John's your guy. He's actually a professional racer in a lot of these Moab events. So check him out. So how does it feel? Just hit a big dip there, and honestly it feels so much better than stock. I absolutely love it. So here's the thing about off-road trucks. This is my 4th off-road truck. I had all 3 generation Raptors, and now we got the RHO. But the thing about off-road trucks is that the suspension is very soft. Off-road Baja runs, they do amazing, they excel, that's what they're built for. But on-road, you get that pogo stick feeling. So if you ever owned a Raptor, you know what I'm talking about. Anytime there's a little dips or bumps in the road, the front end's going to want to bounce up and down a little bit. If you have the 5-link rear suspension, not on leaf springs, you're also going to feel that bounciness. It's just the way the trucks are designed. The springs are very soft. It's great off-road, but on-road it translates to a little bit of a bouncy pogo stick feeling. Especially during hard braking, you'll notice that there's a lot of pitch. Your front end will pitch quite a bit due to that soft suspension. So what I really like about the Eibachs springs is that it's a happy medium. You still have a soft suspension, however the spring rate is a little stiffer, so it eliminates that bouncy pogo stick feeling when you're riding on road. So 90% of the time this truck's going to be on road. 10% of the time on vacations and weekends we'll take it on some fun off-road adventures. But for the most part, this truck will be on road. So having the Eibachs installed just makes the truck feel so much better on road. I absolutely love it. It's not a stiff ride by any means. It's not rocky, it's not bouncy, I'm not being tossed around the cab. This thing now feels bigger than the 37 package Raptor. It's taller for sure. The Rams are just taller in general when compared to Ford trucks stock. So let me see if I can get over here. There we go. So this thing's like super commanding. So that's a Ram 2500 I just passed, and the mirrors, this thing's like 6 inches taller than that thing. So I just love that feeling on this RHO. Now it has that king of the road presence that I felt like, although it felt pretty big as is, especially with 37s, this is like the icing on the cake. Awesome.
Okay, are you ready?
You ready, Snoopy? Thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Take care.
You too, bye. Come on, you ready? Are you ready? Do you like the new truck? Do you like the new truck? You like the truck? Okay, come on. Hold on, hold on. Okay. But even with these rough country steps, it doesn't feel like a step up or anything. It's just like, it just feels like a normal step. So it's not crazy tall, but it just looks so good. All right, guys, we are back home in the garage, and she's finally sitting just right. We just need to get the wrap done, which we're going to do next week, and I think we'll get her pretty close to how we want it to look in the end. But I got a little one in my arms, so I can't do a tape measure showing for you guys, but I did a remeasure. And first of all, let's take a look at this gap. This is the amount of fender gap that we needed just to make the truck look right. Before, we kind of had that pre-runner look when everything was all stuffed. It looked pretty cool, but this is how she should be sitting. Could not be happier with how it turned out. The ride home was so good. I love the way she rides now. I think she's better than stock. If you're going to take this thing to the desert and do Baja runs 90% of the time, keep it stock. That's what the truck is designed for. But even with these Eibachs, you can still take these off-road. You can still hit some high speeds. It's just the spring rate is just a little stiffer is all. But it can handle, it can soak up the bumps just fine. The Raptor did it just fine. But these Eibachs on road are absolutely amazing. So quick shot of the springs there. You can see it says Eibachs. The front springs are also side specific, so make sure your shop does know that. So this is passenger side on it. I'm not sure you guys can read that, but it does say passenger on there. So 41. So the cool thing about this, I remeasured, we're now at 43 inches. So even though it's advertised for 1.6, we got 2 full inches off of this spring. And it's funny because if you compare the part numbers from the TRX Eibach springs and the RHO, it's the exact same part number. So essentially it's the exact same spring for the TRX. They just branded it for the RHO. The TRX has a heavier engine, so it's probably 1.6 for the TRX. And in my case, I got exactly 2 inches. So now we're 43 inches in the front. And every truck's gonna be a little different. Mine doesn't have a sunroof or the hands-free driving, so it's probably a couple hundred pounds less than some other RHOs, but a couple hundred pounds is all the difference it takes for 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch. So every truck's going to be a little different. Just keep that in mind. So 43 inches in the front, and the back is about 43 1/4. So we still have about 1/4 inch of rake, which is awesome. Not nose high, which is a look I cannot stand. The truck looks absolutely amazing. All right, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you on another one. Peace. Oh, real quick, the height of the truck, it's now 6 feet 9 inches 1/4. So total height 81 1/4 inch is the max height of the truck now. So still under 6'10", shouldn't have an issue fitting in garages. All right, guys, peace. Should we go 38s? Oh my god, there's so much room. It looks so badass. Part of me thinks I should just like finish off make it even more badass and go 38s. I might even go a 0 offset. You guys tell me in the comments. 38s, 0 offset, maybe go back to 18-inch wheels. I don't know, maybe in a future video. Stay tuned.